Please welcome Tom Thummery. You'll know that I'm here, and your white privileges are going to save you tonight, okay, guys?
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
Balls deep in it. Like,
Yeah.
I jumped to the bottom, 12 foot down to the drain at the pool. Like, you gotta go there first.
This is Rebecca DePietro, former WWE diva, Playboy model, and Miss Hawaiian Tropic 2006. Shit, that was a long time ago. You're watching The Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for The Dog and Chicken Show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 104, Horseshit, which you can probably guess where we're going to start it off, and then the events of today will wrap the show. There's things I wanted to get to tonight that I don't think we're going to get to. Blue's Clues, dude, came back after like 20 years. Like, I thought that was a heartwarming story. I had a whole thought of how we could do like a whole 20-minute segment on it, and then Biden had to open his fucking mouth today, and I'm like, nope, that gets cut.
Biden, I agree. We're definitely talking about Steve.
Let's see. Oh shoot, it's special cancel guest. Yes, I think our strike is about to expire, so I figure it's time to have Brendan on to make sure we stay legit with our viewers. If we don't have a strike and we're not shadow banned, we are not telling the truth. So need to make sure we get our strikes concurrent here. Anyway. Tony, how you doing tonight, sir?
What an intro! Like, now I almost forgot what it's like without Bill. You nailed it, though. I mean, just home run. Anyway, I am
fucking nailed it.
I am dipping into the Whistler PX I Love You single malt sherry. This is PX sherry that's finished Irish whiskey. It's niche, it's small batch, it's really good. It's just not for everybody. Irish and cherry cask is a little different. You really got to like it. I like it. It's probably not for everybody, though. Then I'm going to switch over to Minor Case, which is another sherry cask, but it's a rye, and it's fucking delightful. And both of those will be getting a full-on review at the KOE Nation. Like, share, subscribe there as well.
All right, sounds good. I was like, hit an alert on my phone. I'm like, fuck, I got loud. Brendan, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Sticking with the beer. First off, I've got, let's see if we can, there we go. Abel Ebenezer Company, Victory Nor Defeat Double IPA. It's brewed right in Merrimack, right next door to my town. And then moving on to Great North Ale Works, one of my favorites.
Moose juice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And sticking with the beer tonight because I am a Sally when it comes to drinking whiskey. So, yeah.
Nice. Yanked up, all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That shit'll kill you, man. Wait, is that disinformation if I say that?
Yeah.
Rachel Maddow
no,
can, so it's okay.
No, that will kill you. Mountain Dew, it's 90% sugar, so yeah.
Allegedly. No. Take out.
I think we're safe talking shit about the Mountain Dew.
I don't know these days. You never fucking know.
I'm sure it'll flare up again soon.
Every sentence with allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cracked open into this god awful bottle of Stranahan's. Like, some people really, really enjoy this stuff. It is super minty. And I'm not a big, like, it tastes fine at first, and then it's like, oh, I just brushed my teeth and chugged mouthwash. This is kind of awful for me. I'm going to suffer through this glass, and then I'm going to switch over. I got a single pot still Redbreast 12-year. I'm going to bust open as soon as I finish this god-awful glass.
When you first poured that, what is the name of that shit?
Stranahan's.
Yeah,
Stranahan's.
You got super excited. You're like, oh, it smells so good.
It does smell good.
That first sip, you're like, oh, that's delightful. What the fuck?
Yeah, it went south really fast.
Yeah, I put my headphones on, and all I hear is like, I think I just drank Listerine.
Yep. That's how
it's that
feels.
kind of party.
Oh my god, yeah, that kind of party. We're gonna have a very sanitized party tonight. Get your hand wash or hand sanitizer and Listerine out. Sheboygan Hans Group. Yeah, let's go with that.
Uber.
Yes. Mint schnapps was the first alcohol I threw up, and I'll probably never drink. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Rumplemints, same thing.
Yeah, Rumplemints. Oh my god, I forgot about that stuff.
Yeah, 21st birthday was awful.
Mine was Bud Light and clear rum.
Ooh.
Went back and forth between the two all night. Not a good idea. Not for a newbie. No.
Bad plan.
Yeah.
The Bud
Anyway.
Light.
Let's talk about throw up more.
Yeah, okay.
So the other night,
Goldschlager. Oh god, they're still coming in.
If you're being attacked, it's a great deterrent.
It is.
Makes a great lube if you're in a pinch. It's good fertilizer.
Shit yourself.
There you go. I'm drinking a York peppermint patty.
Is it that bad?
It's for me, yeah. I just no, it's not good. I don't recommend it.
Right.
I'm mad at the guy at the liquor store that recommended this shit. He gets an F. He gets an F on this one.
Did he pat you on the bottom after he was done?
No.
I was just curious.
Oh, definite fail then.
Yeah, definite fail. I paid $50 for this shit.
He hands you a minty liquor and doesn't even give you a pat on the bottom. Not cool, man.
All right, this is the same liquor store that talked me into trying Rabbit Hole. So I thought, I've been a fan of all of Rabbit Hole stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, should we get into the first story? Or we can talk more booze.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I just killed Phil's bottle of Rabbit Hole actually on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we all saw Joe Rogan's Instagram video earlier in this week. So we're gonna open up with this one, some lighter news, and then we'll get into the darker and probably the more depressing news later on in the show. But let's open on a high note. Joe Rogan questions media coverage of his COVID-19 treatment, asking, "Do I have to sue CNN?" So I did watch the episode where that's literally what he opened up with. He's talking with Tom Segura, and he's like, "Bro, do I need to sue CNN?" And then went on a whole long rant about how of all the this is exactly what it is. It was disinformation. Everything the media has been spreading that he's taking a horse dewormer. Okay. If you're gonna accept that calling ivermectin for human use a horse dewormer, then you are no longer allowed to tout the bullshit story that Trump told you to inject bleach.
Yeah.
Let's just we have to parse through this and we have to just draw a line in the sand right there. You can't do both. Come on. You can't. Not anymore. You just totally delegitimized your argument over injecting bleach because you can't distinguish the difference between human medicine and animal medicine.
Well, it's really just about how the person said the thing and who said what thing.
What thing? And who?
Well, obviously, it was totally legitimate.
Or correct thing. I should say correct thing.
Yes.
So we do have to be careful because you're like ivermectin is one of those trigger words that are built into the algorithm. Brendan, watch your mouth.
You said it, not me.
But so it is made for human consumption and can be prescribed by your doctor, which happened with Joe Rogan. Yet everybody's allowed to spread disinformation. It's not misinformation. If you're misinformed, which none of these people are misinformed. It is very clear that a doctor prescribed this. They are spreading disinformation and purposefully spreading lies to, I don't know to what end. It's just going to make Joe Rogan more popular. So they're obviously not attacking Joe Rogan. They're attacking this. They think they're attacking an ideological like thing that doesn't exist. I don't think there's a cult of ivermectin followers out there. Like, sure, there's a few people that fucking are probably taking tubes of the animal shit from Tractor Supply. I don't think that's a lot of people. I don't know.
Yes, but there's actually some animal medication that can go back and forth.
Yes, there's
like,
a lot.
There's a lot of it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can take it. So people that are like, "Oh, I can't believe you took an animal medication." Well, you're an idiot. Because
antibiotics are antibiotics.
I didn't even say anything yet. I'm not the one with the minty drink talking the I word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a graphic the other day, and I can't find it now because I think the author actually took it down. So I don't know if it's true or not. But 3/4 of Africa takes it as a anti-parasitic, and the death numbers are flatlined, right? That's across the board. Not that they don't have any deaths from COVID, but they have a few. And then
the African countries, I don't think they were taking it necessarily for COVID.
No. They were for an anti-parasitic because, stuff like roundworm and stuff like that lives over there in puddles.
Yeah, they get shit in the water, so they have to.
Yeah, absolutely. So they have to take anti-parasitics on the regular. So that was just one that they were taking. Well, so the middle countries, were taking this, and their COVID death numbers are like next to nothing. But then the rest of the country, the rest of the continent is like through the roof with death numbers, and they're not taking the anti-parasitic. So I don't know how true it is. I found it, and then now I cannot re-find it, so I don't know. But
that's why you saved that shit.
I tried. I was like, it was on my email. I clicked on it, and then I clicked off, and then I went to click on it. It's gone. I don't like, where the hell did it go?
I got one of those Google Home hubs, and it syncs up with all the pictures on my phone. And so, like the one in my kitchen, it pulls up all the memes that I download. So it just circles through it is dangerous. There's a couple times where my son goes, "Dad, whoa!" Like, so yeah, I gotta be careful.
What was the main headline here? Like, what was the headline that CNN was actually trying to push?
Oh, CNN's headline? I can go find it real quick.
For Rogan?
Yeah.
CNN headline.
I just thought it was really funny that he just came up and was like, "Yeah, I hurt for like a day, and then like the third day I'm good, the fourth day like I'm testing negative," and everyone is just still stuck on the fact that he took an animal medication. Like they're just stuck on that. Did you know?
Do people not know what that man puts in his body on a daily basis before COVID? God. That motherfucker is a machine.
I think he went and got like a vitamin C or something, like in a stem cell replacement. I don't know. He gets like all kinds of stuff. I mean, let's be serious.
Oh yeah, you're all about it.
Rich, you can do whatever the hell you want when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is he works out every day, probably like 2 to 3 hours a day. So like, if anyone's gonna survive this stuff, it's gonna be that dude, even without anything. He's gonna be fine.
So as for headline's sake, so I can't find hardly anything on CNN.com, anything to do with Rogan, but a lot of it had to do with a lot of the who was it? Erin Burnett. She had her fucking whole segment was like flat out saying he is taking horse dewormer and she had a doctor on and was like, you have, I think I posted on my Facebook page. Like, I was like, this is disinformation, like flat out. And then I think it was, who's the dude with the chubby cheeks and the weird buck teeth? Stelter. Yeah. Brian Stelter did a whole segment on it. And it was like, they had like 3 or 4 separate ones. And then I think it was Jim Acosta. God, that name. I fucking cringe every time we talk about that douchebag. But Jim Acosta did a whole segment on it too about how it's medical, how Joe Rogan talking about how he took a drug that his doctor prescribed to him was dangerous medical advice for other people. He never once told anybody to go take this shit. And I was like,
No.
they framed this so irresponsibly and flat out lied to everybody. It was awful.
Yeah, no, the media does not care about their credibility once the headline's read by the public and the notion's been planted. They don't give a shit. Retractions don't mean shit. Deleting the story doesn't mean shit because the disinformation and the idea has already been put out there. Nonsense like this, and with the F word
Somebody's
doctor,
got a
I'm not even going to
cricket
say
in
it
their
by
room.
name, and the connect the dots of dirty money between big pharma and who benefits the most, and FDA approval, and people wonder why microchips and deathly side effect conspiracy theories are out there running rampant. But it starts with public perception, and the media has been a big pile of crap for way too fucking long about this. And CNN's at the
Wait a
top.
second. Brian Stelter is the media watchdog. He tells nothing but the
Yeah, okay.
Except for when he asked Jen Psaki what he is getting wrong.
Yes, Tantui 10 man, I do, and it's brand new. I just got it. Don't know.
Is
where
it you?
It's at.
I thought Brendan said it was him.
I think
no,
it's
I can hear it louder than shit through my noise canceling. Holy crap. It's bad.
maybe it's both of us.
Oh, well, we got crickets in sync.
Jesus
Sweet.
Christ.
I murder like 3 a day on the minimum.
Well, is it murder? Is it
Sorry.
really murder?
Okay, so when it comes to like being allowed to get away with this shit, now when it comes to YouTube standards, like we're sitting here talking about how we have to be careful about using the name of a fucking drug and how it's being handled, and who knows, maybe we're already kicked off of YouTube. I haven't checked, but like this is so silly that we're at this point of like you can't say certain words, and if you do, you got to clarify or say allegedly or in a video game and all these stupid fucking follow-ups to it. But these certain people are allowed to say whatever they want to, whenever they want to, about whoever they want to, and it's completely legit. The Rachel Maddow thing, she had posted on Twitter about it. I had actually flagged that as dangerous, harmful misinformation on Twitter. Nothing's happened to that. It's been like 5 or 6 days. Brian Stelter video on YouTube, I flagged that on Facebook. And this is all experiment. And usually I don't like fucking report things. I'm just like, will anything happen with any of these? And will any follow-up come to me when I'm upset about disinformation? No, because I'm not an authoritarian figure that everybody's supposed to just, fall down, believe, bend the knee and kiss my feet. So that being said, folks, share this video and get people to sub to us, because eventually I want people to be able to kneel down and kiss my feet and be an authoritarian figure like that. But no, seriously, like, share, subscribe, and like all that good stuff.
I'm sorry, you're going on that tangent.
And
I'm
yeah,
just
the
watching
FBI.
Brendan trying to murder a cricket. It was amazing.
I can still fucking hear the little bastard. I'm about to drive over.
It's mine.
We must both have them going because I quieted that one with a.
Here, I'm gonna mute Tony and see if it. Well, no crickets. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, but this has been happening for I can't even remember how long. Like if you don't say alleged, I mean, like the news media, except for a certain few, right? If you don't say allegedly, then oh my god, they accused him of they did this, they did that. They're like they freak out, yeah, and then you're gonna get, and especially now you're getting labeled as misinformation or you're getting labeled as false news, right? Like you're just you're fact checked. It doesn't matter who.
That's the
it doesn't matter who did the fact check. It doesn't matter who did the fact check. Right? It's fact checked. I posted an article the other day that it fact checked. It says false information. They don't tell you what is false in the information. They don't tell you. They just says false information.
Well, why would we tell you? We don't want you to correct your bad behavior.
And the idea that it can get fact checked in about 2 seconds, right? I posted an article.
Yeah, the algorithm's supposed to be trusted to be able to protect.
They didn't even let me post it. It said it's false information. Yeah.
It's insanity. I can't believe we're actually. I mean, I can, but I can't believe it because with fact checking, if you can either trust everything you see on social media being fact checked by an algorithm that's not going to give you any context on why it was flagged to begin with. Like checking your brother posted a fucking recipe for a dessert the other day and it got false information flagged. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Are you shitting me? Did it say to use flour instead of goddamn cornstarch?
I was looking for like a superimposed picture of a
brownies.
Well, I was looking for a superimposed picture of a dick or something on there. I'm like, what caused this? Like, I'm zooming in on my phone. Like, what's wrong with this picture? Damn
exactly.
Damn you.
Look what I can do.
It's the 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon that we have to play with every fucking current event, news story, or political conspiracy theory now, because everything that comes out, every little bit of information, you've got to play 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon to try to find the real context that will actually lead you to the truth. Not just the truth that you want to hear by the facts that you wanted to see, but the actual factual context that's out there to tell the whole story. But the problem is, by the time you get done playing 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon, it's a week later, everybody's moved on, and there's a new thing to get outraged by. So it doesn't even fucking matter anymore by the time it's been realized. And by the time you do find out the truth and you are vindicated and you were correct from the get-go, everybody that told you were wrong has moved on, and they're like, doesn't matter anyway, and they shrug it off. So what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, but I mean, most of the people you argue with, let's be serious, they're not going to change their mind, no matter what facts you show them, no matter what.
Right.
They're not.
One of the other things that came out of this Rogan thing is people were like claiming that they had put filters over on some. Now I have the CNN one pulled up. They may have filtered it, but it didn't look like they did it in like a negative way. Some of them, because like, okay, his original video, he's under a tree, so the lighting sucks and it's all dark, and his eyes look a little bit baggy because the sun's like at high noon apparently or some shit. But like this, I don't see as being that filtered, honestly. But I have seen some pictures and screenshots comparing them side by side. I don't know if that's real or not. It wouldn't surprise me though. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
At first glance, it doesn't even look like him.
Yeah, I don't even. But even who cares? You put a filter on it. So what?
Yeah. Well, no, they were gonna put a filter on to make him look like he was sick. Like, here's the worst part about this whole thing is they wanted him to be sick. I don't care if it's Joe Rogan, whether you like him or not, whoever it is. The fact that, and we've seen this, I've like, this is so gross to me. They cheer on anybody who is like you call them whatever you want, a COVID denier or fucking whoever it is.
Yeah.
But this group of fucking people that just follow this blindly are like cheering on whenever somebody was like, well, I don't believe in this and this and this, and I'll take my chances. Well, then they take their chances, they get sick, and then they die. And they're like, see, fuck yeah, I was right. It's like, whoa, bro, like that's the wrong angle to come at this. Like, a dude just died and you're celebrating it because, yeah, told you I was fucking right. Like,
oh, look what they did with Trump on it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, they were like happy, cheering.
Oh yeah.
They wanted him to die.
It was almost like he dropped bombs in the Middle East. They were so excited.
Yeah.
Like,
well, actually,
well,
I mean, when he did the serious shit, they were all like, finally, he's presidential.
Yeah. But no, back to what you were saying, Brandon.
Right, like in a hospital or school, he got both. Yeah, definitely presidential. Good job.
Definitely. It was like you said, like last year's when the really, really big shift happened. And it didn't matter because last year, it didn't matter if Trump won or Biden won. Like, we were prepared. The media was, and everybody believes the media was completely 100% prepared to just shift the narrative. And no matter what happened, no matter who won, information getting out and information being shared and the way we talk was going to start getting labeled as hate speech no matter what. Like, that was coming no matter what. So I don't think it mattered on who won the election. I don't think it was a shift in power because really it's not like we elect the media. The media is always there and the media is always going to lean one way or the other. So it really doesn't matter who's sitting in the White House. And people wonder why we talk about conspiracy theory and shadow government. Fuck, it's right out in the public. It's Hollywood and the media.
There's no shadow anymore.
No, it's not shadow.
LED
It's
light.
right out in the fucking open.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was that lady in Australia today that was that? Yeah, that was this morning. The news came out when she was like, "We're gonna make sure you have your vaccinations according to the rules of the new world order." And I was like, "What the fuck did she just say?"
Yeah, we're not even trying to wordplay now or cover up what we're really saying.
Well, it was like
just
when
say it.
Jen
Maybe
Psaki,
they'll respect us more if we just flat out say it and don't try to cover it up. You know what? I don't agree with it, but they had the balls to just be straight with it. So I think I'm okay with it.
I'm good with it.
It's like last week, Jen Psaki was doing like a press conference thing, and she comes out and she's like, "This is all according to the pandemic," and everybody was like, "What did she just say?"
Yeah. Oh god, she's gotten worse. Like when we first started.
I almost
with her,
think they're just fucking with us now. Like, I mean, come on.
I
like,
thought she was like bad at her job, but
it's a really good
first
troll.
started. Now she is just not ruthless like Kaylee was, but like ruthless and just does she even smile anymore? She's taken on like that Nancy Pelosi persona where she's just like it feels like you're about to be burned alive just from her looking at you. She's terrifying.
I wouldn't smile if I had that job.
No, there's no good days.
I don't know. Actually, I might.
I would.
Like,
I think you put on this just ridiculame cheesy smile. Like every time you ask you,
I would probably have a lot more fun with it
question.
than anybody would. Yeah, that'd be.
She has soulless eyes, like, and that's not a ginger joke. I just think she has no soul.
Jesus. All right. Speaking of people with no souls, let's move on to our celebrity shitheads of the week.
That was a great segue.
Yeah, beautiful segue. Let's jump into our first shithead of the week. Howard Stern says anti-vaxxers should be denied hospital care once infected. I believe his other quote was, fuck these people. I want to be free and live. I'm like,
you
that's
fucking douche.
Yeah,
What?
he's like making this argument like he hasn't come out of the hole in his house for a fucking 18-month period. And I was like,
That's a
bro,
choice.
I'm like, bro, everybody else is fucking out and about doing their own fucking thing. Like,
Everyone.
I'm like, where in the fuck is Howard Stern living?
Apparently
Oh,
his basement. I don't.
Yeah.
Like he
Well, yeah.
really shifted when he went to Sirius. Like obviously, they had to change it up from the shock jock routine when he went to Sirius and XM. But like his entire like persona has completely changed. Like he's on the up and up in terms of people actually coming on, not just to show their tits anymore. It's a completely different rhetoric, and of course, his entire
Which is why people
opinion
don't want.
base has changed.
Yeah, he cemented that end of his real legacy when he had Hillary Clinton on. Let's just call it. That was gross. The story says, added the 67-year-old personal radio personality. The other thing, this is quoting what he said, the other thing I hate is all these people with COVID who won't get vaccinated or in the hospitals clogging it up. A bold Stern maintained, those who refuse to be vaccinated should be refused treatment once they are infected. In quotes, go fuck yourself, he said. You had the cure and you wouldn't take it. That's medical misinformation right there.
That's
that
just
is not a
flat out
cure.
Not true.
Not a cure.
No, not a cure.
Amid his rant, Stern also mocked those who use their large platforms to push back against the vaccines. Quote, it's really funny when these the radio guys are the best. They're like, 4 of them died. 4 of them were ranting on the air. They will not get vaccinated, Stern said amid laughter. Quote, they were on fire, these guys. It was like day after day, they were all dying and then dying. And then their dying words are, I wish I had been more into the vaccine. I wish I had taken it. End quote.
Allegedly.
I don't think anybody actually said that.
Allegedly.
No.
Yeah, you can't prove that. You can't prove that they did or didn't say that. Like that's the thing that drives me crazy. All these ridiculous articles. Like if you
Horrible claims.
yeah, they're baseless claims. Like how would you prove that they didn't?
Yeah,
Right.
well, he's dead. Go ask him.
Yeah. So like, how do you? Yeah. I know. I
bet Rush Limbaugh's
my
dying
deathbed-
words.
deathbed with COVID. I'm like, nah. Just listen. Fuck Joe Biden. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I bet.
Like I vaccine. I don't give a shit anymore.
Rush Limbaugh's dying words were, "I wish I got vaccinated."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know,
From cancer.
you know, he was like, living with
Yeah,
it.
right.
The fuck would Howard Stern know if he's been in a basement for a year and a half? How would he know any of this?
Whatever Hillary told him, I guess. Like,
Like it's a choice to be in the hole for that long, right? Like I mean, it's a flat out choice.
yeah.
At this point.
Let's move on to the next shitbag of the week. Jimmy Kimmel says unvaccinated people shouldn't get ICU beds in hospitals. This guy's been a corporate comedian for quite some time now.
Oh yeah.
Um,
The shill.
Yeah. In his opening monologue, Jimmy had blunt comments about those who were unvaccinated. Vaccinated person, this is in quotes, vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in, he said. Kimmel added, unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah,
I don't. What?
that's
What?
literally his
Horse
opening. Horse goo is so he's claiming again that somebody took ivermectin for a horse and came to a hospital for medical attention and we're supposed to just let him die on the street apparently, if that's actually a thing that's happening. Which,
Well, let's be serious. If you get your
honestly-
news from Jimmy Kimmel, then you're misguided already. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, okay. So let's, I wanted to say something on the last one too. Like, okay, so people shouldn't get health care in a hospital if they show up unvaccinated. So what about the flu shot? Is it the same thing with the flu shot?
Oh, well,
Is it the same thing with polio or measles or anything? Like, is anything no? Like, if you don't get vaccinated for anything, like you shouldn't get health care. Okay, so who gets to decide that?
hold on. I think I
Hollywood.
said ivermectin like 30 fucking times. We
You
have
did, and I've been drinking
boys.
every time.
It gets up.
Yeah, nobody's called me out on it. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
keep forgetting.
Well, you know, it was a minty drink that we didn't.
Oh, yeah, now I'm on to my red breast though. So
Oh.
now let's do this.
Well, then why don't you just shoot that down and then pour another one?
There you go.
I'm getting there.
But this is exactly my point. With retractions mean nothing, because if CNN comes out and says something that's complete and utter bullshit and then they retract it, nobody's looking up that retraction. Everybody's already just implanted that headline into their mind, and then dipshit Jimmy Kimmel here goes on and reiterates the bogus headline. That is why retractions mean nothing, because as soon as the media puts it out there, the celebrities that are fucking sheep go out there and blast it on their Twitter or their talk shows, and then all the other sheep fucking listen to it. So it doesn't fucking matter. If you retract it after the fact, it's already too late. The damage is done, and people are going to believe it. And even if you show them that it's not true and that they retracted it, and then that was completely fabricated, nobody gives a fuck. It's just stupid.
But they don't.
Good night.
They don't retract. None of them retract.
Well, they kind of do, or they do updates. But
half.
here's
Paper might, but I mean, it'll be like 5 pages in, 12 pages in it. But I mean, like Rachel Maddow shilled for Russiagate for the whole entire time, and it came out with nothing. And then she still didn't let it go. She didn't even say, "Yeah." She's like, "I made a mistake." Like she just like doubled
she's
down.
still
Like,
talking about it.
oh, she's still talking about because she's got nothing else. She's a loser.
Okay. Idea for anybody who's got the time, wants to start a YouTube channel and doesn't know. Here's an idea. Take all the proceeds from it. This is something I wanted to do. I just don't have time. So somebody else run with it because it's a great idea. You take all these stories when they originally come out. you keep all the screenshots, the original documentation and all that. And then when they come and update the story, issue a retraction or whatever, and they bury it because obviously they're never going to promote it. You get to just pull it all together and call it all out. Nobody's really advertising this stuff. Like it would be really good to, like almost like a Project Veritas, but like, hey, the news called themselves out on this and nobody knows about it. So pull it up and advertise it and push it out there. I think we need somebody to just have like a site that does shit like that, like a YouTube channel that just exposes shit like that. It would be fucking great. Somebody get on that. It'd be great.
I wanted to start like a news show, just like satire, like The Daily Show, but like on the other end of things, you know. And,
back when it was funny. Like
back when it was like hilarious.
Yeah, when Jon Stewart let people laugh.
Yeah, Rob Riggles.
Yeah. Lewis Black. Lewis Black was always my favorite whenever they would have him on to fill in.
He's really so great.
Yeah. God damn it, I miss that guy.
Did he get COVID?
I don't fucking know.
Where's he been? He's in a bunker.
No, he took
He's in a
ivermectin.
He's probably sitting in a fucking basement.
Howard Stern are hanging out.
Half of these celebrities went into a basement and never came out. Howard Stern's fucking proven that.
Yeah.
We got comments to catch up on before we move on
No,
with
no, I've been
our
keeping up
shithead
with them.
celebrities.
I've been keeping up with it. Yanked Up said, I'm really trying to listen, but I can't keep my eyes off Brendan.
Me either.
I feel you.
Yeah, I know. Go get these beautiful locks overnight, son.
Amazing. That's a screenshot.
That's a bit strange. I feel weird.
I feel
Why?
weird.
I feel kind of a good weird though.
Yeah, okay,
Good.
that's fair.
Weird in my pants.
Before we get into the next ones, I had to go through an experience this last week, and Brendan was not involved, unfortunately.
Don't include me in such of the awesome stuff. I know.
Yeah.
No, so this is gonna segue into our next story for sure. But so my employer announced to me like a month and a half ago that I had a deadline to be vaccinated or have to file for some kind of exemption, and then if that was approved, then I would have to PCR test once a week in order to keep my job. So these were the stipulations put forth to me, and I'm like, I don't like either of the options, even whether I get it or not. I still have to test, and I think, like, what the fuck's the point of any of it? And so here's the deal of ultimately where this came down to. Yes, that's what ivermectin's for, is to help that guy right there. So anyway, I had to make a choice. And it was more based. There's a certain time, like, I try not to hide behind my family or my child when making personal or moral decisions. I don't want to use them as a crutch or a shield to hide behind by any means. But at the end of the day, I have to provide and take care of my family. So I had the choice of take a vaccine, quit my job, or get a PCR test once a week, assuming my exemption would get approved. And I had a good month and a half to think about it before I had to go do it. And I made all kinds of different choices and research and all kinds of shit that went into it. Ultimately had to go get my jab last weekend. Now, regardless of what I think of the jab, that doesn't matter. What I realized through this whole process and what COVID has ultimately done to me, my ideology, my political stance, and who I am as a person today has made me kind of, I think, Brendan, I saw him in a little part of the screen. Yeah, it kind of made me want to just drop the fucking elbow on everything now. Like, I am in a position to where I couldn't say fuck off. And I never want to be in that position ever again. Because if I said fuck off, I would be financially fucked, ruined, and unrecoverable. So I was forced, because I've been playing to the system and playing along with the system for as long as I have. I left myself no choice. So as we go into this next story, that's my advice to everybody. Be able to say fuck off at any given moment in your life. Try not to put yourself into a position to where fuck off is not an option. I don't think I ever looked at life that way, to where, can I say fuck off today and just walk off? I think that's going to be a question I get to put myself in a position to now, whether it's paying off debts, making sure, certain things are aligned to where I'm prepared to say fuck off next time something like this happens. And it might take me a couple of years to honestly get into that position. But the second I do, I'm never going to fucking fall back into a position where I couldn't say fuck off. Now, a lot of people are going to have to be put into this position. I don't know the timeline of this. Biden just kind of brought this on us today. I think a lot of us saw this coming. But a lot of us are going to be given this choice of take the shot, get tested weekly, or tell your boss to fuck off. Now, some of you are going to be fine, and this isn't going to be a problem. And you're small business, maybe you're a small business owner, or not enough employees to have this mandated. But a huge fucking swath of people are going to be given the choice that I've been dealing with for a month and a half. And my advice, if you have whatever time you have, if you can position yourself to say fuck off, do it. Because I would have walked away from everything in a heartbeat if I was in the position to do so, and I just physically, financially could not do it, mainly financially, could not put myself into that position without putting undue harm on my child in the long run. My wife, she'd get over it. We'd be fine. But like, I couldn't do that to my son. And like give him, I wanted to be able to provide for him and give him the shit he needs. And he's got health concerns, and I got to keep that in the front of my mind when it comes to my personal decisions. He's going to live longer than me. So I'm like, I'll take a fucking shot, even though I don't want to. It's against everything I fucking believe. But yeah, that was my jab experience. The whole fucking 20-minute drive there. That's all I was thinking of is like, you stupid fucking cunt. You played the game and now you're trapped in it and you can't say fuck off.
Minute 41, 13 seconds. Just throwing that out there. I can't believe it took that long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chicken. I was sending you like article after article about how to try to avoid it.
So
I felt
okay,
bro. Like I was like, because like I know I'm really lucky. I have a boss that is kind of in the same realm of thinking as I am. So, although we are actually working on a federal installation in the next couple weeks, so I don't know how that's going to go.
They got 75 days. 75 days before federals.
Oh, sweet. So as long as they don't mandate that shit, I'm in.
Yeah, no, that was the other thing is you weren't the only one sending me all these articles and like little things that you can like give your employer and make them sign shit. And it was like all of them, like they sounded really good. And then you get to the very end and it was like, I don't have to take the vaccine and then sign here. I'm like, it was like, none of them are going to actually sign this. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It was kind of funny to read some of them though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that was cool. Like some of it, like if you actually like sent it to your employer, I think some of it, so not all of it was good, right? Obviously, right? But like some of it, you'd be like, hey, they're legit questions. Like, all right, you're going to mandate this. Like, all right, well, are you going to pay for it? Like, if I get sick, like, seriously, like, are you going to pay for it? So, obviously, if you have health insurance with them, they're paying for it, but not necessarily, right? Because their insurance is like $3,000. Oh, I know, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill him. So yeah, that email, the last one I sent you, because I knew it was pretty close to when you had to make a decision. So
yeah,
but I would have got the one that you got if I had to, like if I had no choice, I felt like I had no choice, I would be there. That's where I would have done.
Yeah. So I took the Johnson & Johnson one. Now it's funny because we talk shit about that one so much. I know, right? That was the like the devil vaccine.
Yeah, you're like super against Johnson & Johnson.
I am. I fucking hate Johnson & Johnson.
So yeah, why? Why that one?
Because it's the most hated by the corporate press and corporate comedians. And like, I'm like, anything that SNL hates, everything that CNN hates, I automatically just love, and there must be something good about it. No, but honestly, I did do a lot of research on how the spike protein is made with the different, all the different vaccines. And that one specifically spoke to me. And that's why I ultimately chose the Johnson & Johnson one. Whether it does what it says it's supposed to do or not, I don't know. But I actually hunted down, it took me a week and a half to find somebody that actually had it. And they only had it for a day. So that was pretty surprising how fast that one is going right now when it does come around. I love you too, Schrodinger. I love you.
Urasama asked you, are you going to have to get jabbed every 8 months from here on out, or is that not mandatory yet?
It's not mandatory yet, but after
yet.
this, yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. If it comes to making sure I support my family, or I would have made the same choice. Yeah, that's basically what it came down to. So.
Yeah.
But for the rest of you unvaxxed sons of bitches out there, your refusal has cost us all. Biden declares war on 80 million unvaccinated Americans in speech, ordering mandates on 2/3 of all workers, and insists this is not about freedom. It's not,
Well, it is,
guys.
though.
It's
It
not.
kinda is,
It's not.
but
Joe
it
Biden
is.
said so. He
Oh,
said
well,
it's
Joe
not.
Biden said so.
What the fuck? Why is this weird shit? President Joe Biden slammed the 80 million Americans who have yet to get COVID vaccine shot, asking them, what more is there to wait for? He says, we've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. This line fucking should terrify you.
Yep.
Who is we? When
The
the
royal
government
we.
says we, that is terrifying. That is a dog whistle to everybody who just coattail or fucking follows his coattails on all this bullshit. That was one of the most scary things he said through that whole thing. He ended his 30-minute speech, whispered, he does this whisper, get vaccinated.
Oh, creepy.
Oh, super creepy. Biden announced an aggressive new plan to get 100 million employees across the federal government and private sector vaccinated. The Labor Department is to issue a temporary order to order all businesses with 100 or more employees to have them vaccinated or tested weekly. Biden will require all federal workers to be vaccinated. Workers will not be given an option of testing out. So here, this is one of the most fascinating pieces. You cannot get an exemption as a federal worker in the mandate he's presenting. So pretty much if you have a religious belief, personal belief or ideology, pretty much we're just excluding everybody that doesn't follow a certain ideology right now. Like, this is one of the most discriminatory laws against federal workers. I can't imagine anything else that we've seen in how many fucking years? How many decades?
They call it a rule, right? Because technically the Labor Department can't make any laws.
Right.
Right? Technically they can't. So now it's a rule. So so the first thing I want to say, just first thing, like his economy, right? He said he came in. He said when he came in, there was only 50,000 jobs a month being made, and then when a couple months after he came in, it was 700,000. Like 3 or 4 months after he took office.
These were the jobs, the 10 million that were. Well, aren't these just the 10 million that were gone before that are recovering?
Yeah. Oh, totally. But he was touting it like it was just his thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's all he's got. He has nothing. Of course, he's going to try to take credit for anything he fucking can at this point.
Okay, and then one of the other things he says is my job as president is to protect all Americans.
I'm like, no, it's not.
I read the Constitution. I looked it up. No, it's not. Like, it's not your job. That's not your job. Not at all.
No,
not at all.
That say on that list you just had up, does it not say you can opt to get weekly tests done? And then
not as a federal employee.
Maybe I was reading that wrong. It says, Biden will require federal workers to be vaccinated. Workers will not be given the option of testing out, but
there will be limited exceptions, but any federal employee who refuses the shot can be fired.
Initially, that's what they were doing for federal employees.
So the Labor Department is going to be
technically approved it. They were allowing them to test out.
Okay.
And the Labor Department is going to be forcing upon a $14,000 fine onto business owners.
And OSHA's going to be I don't know, checking on this, policing it. because apparently they have a law enforcement wing.
It will be an OSHA violation.
Well, I was just saying, like, is that how they go after the small businesses that don't meet the 100 employee requirements? Because you can just send OSHA in to find any little fucking problem and basically muscle them around like, hey, we could write you up for this. Or you could make the choice to make
Are
that
you saying the
mandatory.
government's going to act like the mob?
I would never
hate
make
to
such
see that window
implication.
get
How
broken.
dare you?
Yeah.
This is like going after
That
people.
cricket is fucking like super mad we're talking about this.
I know.
No.
This one's not me. I quieted mine down
Yeah.
by throwing them.
Silence that fucking CIA operative hiding underneath the bed.
Where'd you go, you bastard?
So yeah, this is very this is scary times we're living in today. I did see so Kristi Noem, governor of South Dakota, immediately jumped on all her social media platforms, pretty much saying, good luck with this, Joe Biden. We'll see you in court. I saw Governor Kim Reynolds here in Iowa. She went on this whole thing of like this is not right to do. We shouldn't be doing this, especially in an economy where it's really hard to find fucking labor workers, and you want to just like alienate business. You're gonna ruin not only small businesses but all kinds of different sectors of what the fuck. You got your walls falling down there. Your map. Anyway, she and then at the end,
Healthcare workers and they're alienating.
yeah. No, and then at the end of it, Kim Reynolds was just like, enough is enough. Why are we doing this? This does the opposite of what we should be doing. This does not unify anybody. This does not progress us forward as a country to actually fight COVID. It's just going to cause more people to get pissed off and fight against it, or force them to do something they don't want to do. And they're going to have resentment against their government for the fucking rest of their lives. I'm like, yeah, she's kind of got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things in his speech, he said that if the governors don't play along, he's gonna get them out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's our next story. That's our
that
next
to
story.
me was the most egregious statement that he made. The most egregiously awful statement that he made. He obviously doesn't understand the power of the presidency or the president or what the authority that the governors have. Like, he flat out does not understand that. It's and I don't expect him to, because he's pretty much how far into dementia. So I don't expect him to know, but like at least one should probably not put that statement in his speech. He didn't write it. Let's be serious. He didn't write it.
Most people in the executive branch, whether it's in the governorship or if it's in the president, they don't really give a shit what's written on paper and what powers they're supposed to have. They are just going to do whatever they can until somebody stops them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we're dealing with right now. And when he sees governors go, yeah, I know you're the president, but I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. What are you going to do about it? Now he's going, well, I'm more powerful than you. So what are you going to do about it? So yeah, this is a pissing contest now.
How does he not know? Like, he's been in the government for what?
Oh, he knows. He just doesn't
years
care.
At this point, like, he should have plenty of experience at every fucking level of position of power. He knows. Know. He just doesn't. He doesn't remember.
Weasel.
Drink.
Ridiculous.
That's what it is. A pickle weasel is a drink. That's two of them now. Tony, I was wrong. I said nobody would say it.
Yeah, you were wrong.
I had to say it. It's fantastic. I love that. I'm gonna
vindicated.
Hey, you know what? I think I know what the cricket thing is. So Tony and Brennan both cancel birds. So the crickets are the FBI and getting louder to mute them. No, it's because I have suspicions that somebody hasn't gotten the jab yet. I have no crickets, so they have no reason to spy on me. Everybody's sitting at home with a cricket chirping, going, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, you should have just muted both your mics and let my cricket chirp. That would have been the best spot for them.
Just start crying.
Chicken's gonna lord his jab over us now.
Oh my god,
he is mighty.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Chicken's losing his motor skills and his muscle and his fingers. Confirmed.
Oh no, like I've had little flashes of being a fucking socialist all week. Like, it's been so crazy. Like I've had little moments where I like heard Tom in the back of my head, and I'm like, ah, get him out, get him out.
The government should really do something about. Oh my god!
I know, right? I think I even I was in a conversation with Urasama in our private chat, and I said, we should expand our government. And I was like,
Yeah, that was scary.
They could tax somebody for that.
I know. Yeah.
Speaking of Tom, let's check in on him and Vosh tonight. Oh shit. No, well, maybe he'll wake up for the 6th hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun. Miss Tom. Lord of the Jabs. Yes.
I don't.
What was that, Brendan?
I
don't.
He coughed. He clearly coughed.
That's what it was. Clear throat. I don't.
Fucker.
Oh, this is good stuff. Yeah, it's like as much as I miss Amanda. Yeah.
Oh, that's rude.
No,
We know how much
it's
you miss
true.
Amanda. You do miss Amanda. We know you do.
Yes, absolutely.
You were just telling us the other day.
Sure do. Next story. Biden declares war. And this is what you were alluding to, Brandon. Biden declares war on DeSantis and Abbott. Get them out of the way. Biden promised to use his powers as president to resist them.
He has no power. There's none.
I know.
Joke.
He's commander in chief. That's about it. Let's see. He condemns them. Blah blah blah. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, Biden said, and it's caused by the fact.
It's not.
Triggered.
What the fuck is that? How
That's
does
That's
he
a
even get away
CNN
with saying
talking
this?
point.
What the fuck is that? No, this is a pandemic.
Hey, listen here,
of the
fat.
thing with the unvaccinated, Jack.
All right.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Lord Pop
Bad
was a
dude.
bad dude.
Got hair
Uh,
legs.
My wife's cousin works in a hospital, and she said there are 8 unvaccinated people there and 42 vaccinated.
They will not report that because it does not lean the right way.
Absolutely not. There was actually the only reason she knows that is because there was a graphic that came out with her hospital name on it that said the opposite. And she's like, well, that's not accurate.
Nope.
Yep.
Are you saying there's fake news out there, Brandon?
Well, only on one side, but yeah.
Only one way. Anyway, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, Biden says. And it's caused by the fact that despite America having unprecedented and successful vaccination program, which Trump brought in, despite the fact that almost 5 months free vaccines and have been available in more than 80,000 different locations, we still have nearly 80 million Americans who have failed to get the shot. Biden then pivoted to go after governors who he believes are not enforcing adequately strict COVID-19 protocols. And to make matters worse, he says, there are elected officials actively working to undermine the fight against COVID-19. Instead of encouraging people to get vaccinated and mask up, they're ordering mobile morgues and for the unvaccinated dying from the COVID in their community. So I looked this up. The government is not, no state governments are ordering these. There's some like local morgues that can only hold like 4 dead bodies.
Yeah.
So they are ordering refrigerated trucks, just like Governor Cuomo fucking did for the thousands he killed in nursing homes. Okay?
What?
Yeah. Like this, everybody got triggered by so many other things. When he said this, I immediately looked this up. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Mobile morgues sounds so bad. Though that wording is like they're ordering mobile morgues. Yeah, there's a truck driving down the road, fucking picking up, bring out your dead. Like that's not happening. This is like fuck you. And Anyway, sorry. Right now, local school officials are trying to keep children safe. The pandemic, governors picked a fight and even threatens them with salaries or jobs. Talk about bullying in schools. Biden also said if they'll not help and these governors won't help us beat the pandemic, I'll use my powers as president to get them out of the way. Basically, he's saying everything that the governors are doing. So, like some of them are saying, if you force vaccine mandates in these schools,
mask mandates. Sorry.
He's gonna punish them financially. If there's all kinds of different shit. TSA is gonna double the fine now, according to what Biden wants to do. Like they're punishing with money, fines, and this is one of those sleight of hand things to where I think he purposefully let like Greg Abbott and DeSantis and some of these other anti-mask governors throw the first punch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like put those restrictions in place. I really think this, I don't want to give Biden credit because I don't think he came up with the idea, obviously. But it was actually pretty tactful idea to like, well, let's see what they throw up. Let's see what happens with the pandemic and the spreading. And then really think about the timing of all this. We're heading into the fall. Winter's coming. People don't protest in winter. Like, they're gonna have free reign in a lot of areas in this country to just do whatever the fuck they want coming up here pretty soon. So the 75 days lines up pretty well with winter approaching in a huge chunk of the country. Like it's just like motherfuckers. Like it was now that I look back on it, I'm like, well, this is probably kind of a smart play on the Biden team to let it drag out like this and then slap back.
Wouldn't it be considered?
I don't want governors to decide what happens in local jurisdictions.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think that's correct either. Like in mine, where they want to mask the kids, and that infuriates me and is silly. So we're fighting it. But I really don't want the governor to stick his nose in it. It's not his job. Like it's our job. It's our job as parents. It's our job as the population to tell our school board that they're idiots and should read. So in that respect, I really don't want the governor doing that. I don't want them even going that far. However, I certainly don't want the president telling my governor what to do.
Right.
That's absolutely insane. It's not their job. They don't know what's best for. I live in New Hampshire. They don't know what's best for New Hampshire. Period.
Exactly.
They don't.
Isn't just completely ignoring what the state's individual leaderships do? Isn't ignoring that and trying to overthrow that considered like
you said individual? You said individual?
I did.
They don't understand the meaning of that word.
Allegedly. Did he supposed to say allegedly?
No. This is a no.
This autonomy only matters if you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Even then.
Yeah, it's borderline.
I'm gonna look up the definition of tyranny real quick. Let me see. Cruel and oppressive government or rule. Oh, so they have that word cruel in there. Oh, here we go. A nation under cruel and oppressive government. We got it. Okay, so it's not cruel. So we don't consider it cruel. So it can't be tyranny.
Look up authoritarian. That's what we're seeing. Look at that definition.
Let's see.
Oh, fascist.
Favoring or enforcing strict obedience to authority, especially that of the government, at the expense of personal freedom. Yep, that definitely sounds about right.
That was great.
Now you know.
That was a very important. Yes.
You need a G.I. Joe one with half the battle.
Oh,
yes.
I know, right?
K-O-E.
Oh my God, Tony, that's brilliant. Next time I come down or you guys come up here, we need to film some fucking fake G.I. Joe commercials. Like we can go to like a Walmart, like a bathroom stall, and I pretend I'm doing drugs off a toilet, and then you guys kick the fucking stall door open and like, hey kid, what are you doing in here?
I'll stand on my knees with one of those little propeller hats, and I'll be like, "Thanks for telling me, Phil." And knowing is half the battle.
This is gonna be great.
That
All right.
could have fentanyl in it. You got to be careful. Test it carefully.
Another brilliant fucking YouTube channel idea. God damn it. We need time to do these things. Oh my God. That's fantastic.
That is fantastic. I love it.
Brendan's at six grenades to the crickets.
Well, he's
I
doing
think-
a lot better than me. Mine's kind of ceased and desisted for the moment, so things are looking up over here.
Ooh, don't talk like that.
I know he'll be back and in greater numbers.
Yes, yes. They'll be back to
Star
take your
Wars
guns, is what they're gonna do.
Jesus, God damn it! What's our next story?
That's honestly that's all the stories of the night, except you did send me a couple of updates on something.
Sex robots? Are they sex robots?
Oh,
How did you guess? I haven't
I'm
read
shocked.
these.
I
know.
haven't read these. I just
for,
found
for
I've
out-
got
those
a lot
that-
of layers.
for
I'm
those
like an
that
onion.
stuck with us, you get the treat of the night.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do on, especially on these ones that go this fast. We got to give you a sex robot update.
Yeah.
And Tony did not disappoint. He sent me 3 sex robot updates. So
Yeah, I didn't read these yet, so good luck.
this is going to be fun. This one's going to be a fun conversation. Law experts ponder whether sex robots should be legal.
What's the argument against? That's my question.
really?
Let's go. Sexbot regulation. As the technology behind sex dolls rapidly advances, legal experts are beginning to wonder how exactly they should be regulated, if at all. Maddie McCarthy, associate lawyer at I don't care, and a professor. Why do you have to give me your credentials? I don't give a shit. And then, oh my God, hold on. This is my problem with fucking news stories. This whole thing can just get cut out. None of this is good information.
And none of it's pertinent. Yeah.
I don't fucking care about any of this. Okay. More specifically, they're concerned about how the rise of hyper-realistic sex dolls poses a tricky ethical consideration since they could lead to further objectification and violence against women. What? These technological developments, coupled with increasing demand and public concern, suggest Australian policymakers. Here's where it goes fucking south here.
Fuck.
Are likely to be confronted with calls for regulation of sex robots in the future, the article said. Balancing competing and complex individual and public interests pose new ethical, regulatory, and legal challenges for consideration. Pros and cons. One could imagine the piece of incredibly fascinating. It posits both arguments opposing and supporting importing sex dolls into the country. Some concerns surrounding the sex dolls include increased risk of sexual violence against women. Okay, you said this. Like, what is the violence? Since the robots are so realistic, with some being able to blink, smile, and moan, many are concerned that it could desensitize people to how they treat actual people. Oh my God!
If you're buying
I
a sex
think the-
robot, the chances of you actually having sex with a woman probably not good. I'm just throwing that
Pretty
out
low.
there.
Pretty low.
Pretty low. The bar is
Pretty
low at this point.
I think it's the opposite.
If you punch your robot in the face, I don't care. like, what is this? I don't know.
They're trying to push the idea that this is gonna make people more violent towards their significant other because they'll disenfranchise the idea that it's another person or that it matters, right?
The fact
I
that
think
a
the
sex
opposite
doll
is true.
blinks, smiles, and moans doesn't make me want to beat my wife.
Right. They're trying to push the idea that it's going to make
Brendan,
people more violent.
Brendan
But
was
no.
like, "It doesn't."
What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I think, if anything, the exact opposite is true of the case that they're trying to push here. That for some reason this is going to make people more violent. No, I think if anything, it's going to make people less violent because you can program a robot to do whatever the hell you want in this case. Like, they're subservient. So there's going to be a hell of a lot less domestic abuse against sex robots than there are against your actual significant other.
They're banging a robot. They're not going to do anything
Exactly.
afterwards. This is smoke a fatty or drink a beer and go to bed. Like,
Yep.
you know what I
You're
mean? Like,
railing an old
aggression
Goodyear
is
at this
gone.
point.
Aggression is gone.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
The article continues, however, there are also those who say that sex robots help address the sexual needs and urges of subsections of the population, including the elderly and those with disabilities, anxieties, and sexual dysfunctions. Any regulation of sex robots would thus require delicate balancing of individual interests and autonomy and privacy in one's own home and sexual relationships with broader public interests, such as protecting adults from non-consensual sexual activity and preserving public morality, the article said.
That would be great.
Yeah.
You
Hold
know,
on. I love this sentence.
That's called rape.
Hold on. This sentence is great. The tech behind the sex dolls are advancing more and more each year. Eventually, it will no doubt raise a lot more messy but unnecessary questions about ethics and legality of sex box. Messy.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing. Wow.
It's gonna get messy up in here.
That dude was right in that article was like, I'm gonna put messy.
gotta talk about cum all over the doll.
I can't write pearl necklace, so what do I do?
So, I really expected this to be more based on like, is
Back?
AI a thinking individual, or I didn't think it was going to be. This is going to make people woman beaters. What? That was
I'm
the
gonna
worst
beat
thing
my
I've
wife
ever-
because I have a sex doll.
She found my sex doll. I punched her in the face.
Yeah. The
Oh,
doll
God.
understands me more than you.
Yeah.
Punch.
She knows what I like.
She does
Unless
that
you're
thing.
Kevin, you get caught with the sex doll. Since he's a ginger, he'll do the "I'm not afraid anymore." Like, yeah.
She has more of a soul.
I'm pretty sure Kevin left.
Well, that's true. You can program those.
Yeah.
Fuck. What
Okay.
the hell? That was a very, other than the final line, that was a very poorly written article.
Yeah, it was. Tony, I didn't read any of these, so hopefully these next two are good.
Yeah, I didn't either. So
Why do Elon Musk robots have to have a thigh gap?
I had to send this one. I didn't care at this point. The
It's
headline
I love the
was-
look on his face.
And, yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, it's
Look at the lust. Look at the lust in his
Yeah.
face as
He's
he
like,
looks at that.
I'm good to fuck you. Yeah, I can't do his
That's
accent.
a bitch.
No, that is like a non-existent accent. Like I
No,
think
wait,
he had that
wait.
created in a lab.
Is that robot wearing blackface?
Technically, yes.
Just had to say it. I'm just asking questions.
That's why he looks so
That's a racist.
stunned.
yeah.
That's his reaction. He's like,
I'm
I can't
never-
believe the robot
Look
is
at his face. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, I only thought Virginia governors and the Prime Minister of Canada did blackface.
But here, my very own robot on the stage in front of people has black face upon the face. He does
All
a
right.
weird fucking voice.
Story from InStyle.com. During his company's AI Day on Thursday, Elon Musk unveiled a life-size humanoid called the Tesla Bot, whose purpose is to eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks. I like this already.
Like hand jobs.
Somewhere in Times Square subway station, Andrew Yang is screaming, "Told you so!" That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I'll give him some props on that. And while all for a piece of technology, you can take over my least favorite repetitive activities, cleaning a litter box, for example. Why must the robot that does it look like a human in the first place? According to the specs, is that what this whole article's about? We're gonna get mad about fucking making an AI robot look humanoid? Is that what this is?
Well, apparently we're gonna get mad about the juicy thigh gap.
The robot is 5'8", 125 pounds. The robot appears non-binary. Oh, Jesus Christ. Its shoulders and waist slim, but without the suggestion of feminine curve or masculine musculature. However, given Big Tech's proclivity for assigning a female gender to the robots we boss
pronouns.
around all day, Hey
Pronoun.
Siri and Alexa, I find the stats a little suspicious. Oh,
Did they just assume
God.
that robot's gender?
I know.
This is a fucking
is
stupid
artful,
feminist anti-human story. God damn it, Tony.
Offends me.
The robot had thigh gap. All right, it's not my fault. Look at that face.
I fucking hate the world.
That guy.
He's like, thigh gap.
I
I didn't get
tried.
the clown costume on yet. Yo.
I tried
Okay.
so hard to listen to his podcast with Rogan, but
Oh,
his
they're good.
voice
I love 'em.
is so.
The first one I didn't think was that good. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, it was so great. He's so great," and I'm like, he didn't say anything.
He took way too many long pauses in the first one. Like he was really thinking about what he was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on with the story. This is painful. I hate reading this. That thigh gap, come on, perpetuating unrealistic body standards much?
Unrealistic for who? Some people are built like that.
But it's non-binary. It's not masculine. It's not feminine. Like I don't know who we're supposed to please today. Anyway, Barbie called.
God.
She's woke now and worries that the humanoid bot will have the same effect on the forthcoming generation as Tumblr did on the year 2009. Holy shit. That's a loaded. That is a loaded fucking sentence. All right.
Wow.
Hold the
That
fuck.
was.
Hold the fuck.
Wow.
Barbie's back, and she's what?
Wow.
Barbie called. She's woke now. Is she? Okay. And worries that I'm sure fucking Barbie is worried about a humanoid fucking robot that will have the same effect on the next generation as Tumblr did in the year 2009. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
How fucking out of touch is this fucking journalist with America? Jeez, not every fucking person in the year 2009. I could get ass without an app, okay? Like everybody thinks that was a thing in 2009. No, like granted, I was married by then, but if I wasn't, I still could have scored some ass by going to a bar and being charming. I don't need these weird apps. I don't need fucking any of this shit in 2009. Who is this? Who's this? Who wrote this? Sam Reed. Sam Reed, you need one of these robots. You know what? No, better yet, Sam Reed, you are one of these fucking robots, you stupid son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. I guess they should, what's that say? I guess they should have made the robot ugly as hell or something.
I mean, it doesn't really have a face.
It kind of is ugly or something.
I mean, that could be a dude.
I don't know what they're bitching about. This is
I
just
really don't know. Like it's really like, I mean, they're just
this is a lonely incel.
They're assuming gender.
It's a lonely incel journalist that has nothing better to do than try to crack some jokes at the expense of Elon Musk's fucking achievement at this fucking AI bot that's probably going to kick some fucking ass. Meanwhile, this Sam, what's his last name again? Sam Reed probably is sitting and jerking off right now because nobody's swiping on his fucking face right now.
He is absolutely, and if I may call him he.
I'm sorry, I may have just misgendered Sam Reed, so let me back off. Yeah.
And I doubt if he is jerking off because that would be self-rape.
True. This is true. What in the fuck kind of sentence is that?
Barbie called. She's woke now and worries that the humanoid bot will have the same effect on the forthcoming generation as Tumblr did in the year 2009.
Any person who's ever stood with their legs zipped tightly together, dreaming that the elusive 2-inch gap between their fleshy part of their thighs knows what I'm talking about. Who's done that? What the fuck are you talking about, Sam?
The Chive used to have a weekly segment on the Gap. It's kind of a.
Many of us are in recovery for eating disorders. What?
What the fuck?
What?
I'm telling you, this is. Yeah.
I'm so lost. Am I supposed to be mad at the feminists or mad at Barbie because feminists tell me to, or am I supposed to be mad that we're feeding fat people the wrong foods? Or am I supposed to be mad about how people fucking stand because they don't have a gap in their crotch?
Why are you looking at people's crotches?
What am I supposed to be mad at? Okay, but back to the
Why aren't you?
tech boys and their inventions. It's a little tired. It's a little tired to create something you believe to be the same kind of platonic idea, and then make it nearly the same shape as every other Hollywood leading lady. And this, you just said it was non-binary. Fucking shit. God, Sam sucks.
I didn't know this was gonna be a woke piece. I do apologize.
Oh my God, this is bad.
Talk to it and say, please pick up that bolt and attach to the car with that wrench, and it should be able to do that instead of the Tesla bot's capabilities. Please go to the store and get me the following groceries. That kind of thing. I think we can do that. Last time I checked, a human form isn't required to get groceries. Look at Rosie, beloved robot made of the Jetson family. Yes, she wore a French-made outfit. I didn't say this example was perfect, but she was also very curvy hunk of metal whose wheels attached to everyone it needs. What the fuck was that?
I'm not going to make
Did
it to
he
the
just,
post show. I'm going to zip tie my legs together.
Oh my God,
This guy is having
is
like
so
he
bad.
just admitted to a fetish. Against
You need to
Rosie the
find
robot.
their profile or some shit, right? Like you could click on their name and it brings up
Yeah.
their, hey, I like to spend time with my dog.
Swipe left, swipe right. This one has no personality. Sam.
Your fetish.
Sam can fuck off.
Fuck Sam. Oh my God. What a fucking junk ass. Tony got chicken triggered. Not on sex dolls, but poor journalism. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
This is worse than poor journalism. This is
Like
garbage.
Lefty fucking.
Okay. Anybody still watching? What did you learn from this segment? Just type it in the chat. Did you learn actually anything at all?
No.
Robots got thigh gap.
Does it? Like, does it
I
matter?
didn't think it was that impressive.
Yeah. I mean, and no boobs. They didn't even mention the boobs.
That's true.
None.
No cans.
Flat as a board. Easy to nail.
That is my standard for
no.
journalism. You should be able to learn something from the article.
It's also got no ass, you guys.
Yeah, I learned that Sam's an asshole.
Sam's a fucking.
Sam's a woke
douche.
asshole. I'm sorry to inform. I feel bad because we only got to see the front, but this thing has like no ass.
Hey, you know what? Let's ask Sam what he thinks about that, shall we? Oh no. It's a female non-binary / male. I don't know what the fuck kind of stereotype I'm mad at right now. Elon Musk is smiling. That was that whole article. Like, seriously.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, what if
read
someone
through
says my
this.
pronouns are his, her? You're like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
Here's what happens when somebody's like, you know, my pronouns are, I just blank out. I don't listen to it. And I go, what's your name?
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I'll call you by your name.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the mental gymnastics with you. What's your name?
Sam's.
What do you
my
want me to
safe
call
name.
you? Your name's Brendan? Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to call you Brendan.
I had this discussion with my brother the other day because he said something about, oh, you know, we never had to deal with pronouns. Our kids are gonna have to deal with pronouns. I'm like, what?
No, they don't.
I'm
They
like,
don't
why
have
would
to.
they? I'm like, you're talking to someone. I mean, unless they announce their pronouns, you don't have to deal with that shit. So, like, I don't understand that.
Even if they announce the pronouns, you still don't have to deal with it. You
Yeah,
can
I'm
just
like, I
ask,
really-
what is your name? I'm
Yeah,
not going to play
He-
your
he's
bullshit
like,
game.
What are you gonna be like? Get off my lawn? I'm like,
Yes.
what do you mean get off my lawn? I was like, if you look like a woman, I'm gonna treat you like a woman unless you tell me otherwise. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
If you act feminine and you get hurt, I'm going to be like, oh no, sweetheart, you okay?
yeah, yeah.
If you act masculine, you get hurt, I'll be like, get up, pussy. Like
You bitch.
simple as that.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more before we
All
jump
right.
to the post show.
Well, that one went
Jesus.
swimmingly. I
Yeah,
can't wait
that
for
one's
this one.
that one's gonna age well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm
Most of what
I'm
I
sure.
say.
None of this is gonna age well.
Brandon, I love it when you come on. Sex robot security guards could be created with endlessly upgradable AI. Now, why is this
Tell
a
me.
security guard?
What could
This
go wrong
does
with that?
not sound like RoboCop.
What could go wrong with that?
Let's see. Lux Robots is creating robots with sliding person. Oh, dude, that sounds scary. This sounds like a woman with hormones. Sliding personalities, which improve as their software is updated. They can perform various functions and cost between 3,500 and 6,500 pounds. Sex robots. Peters,
Ooh.
maybe creator's face. Should we
That's
watch
a
it?
security guard. They're wearing like a.
Oh, this is a dude one.
Sorry.
That's a security guard. Please,
Yeah.
take down your pants.
You are not on the list, bro. Back up
Yeah.
the line.
Get to the chopper.
Turn around. I'm going to have to bag you.
This is fucking RoboCop.
Whoa,
Papers,
whoa, whoa. What are
citizen.
you looking at? What are you looking at, man?
He's confused.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Horrifying.
Like it just skips right to a sex robot company is producing groundbreaking machinery that could double up as security guards. Manufacturer Lux Robots has rolled out 2 flagship models. Nikki and Stephanie are those security guards as well.
It's gonna be like Reno 911 outfit.
Yes, fucking yes. Both contain a
do it. I was giving him oranges. Your hand was in his lap for like 20 minutes.
Both contain computer-operated skeleton that are equipped with endlessly upgradable artificial intelligence. Each of these companies' robots has a basic personality, which improves as their software is updated. Lux Robots also produce domestic robots, which can act as security guards and companions for the elderly. All right, so somebody can protect grandma or grandpa and please them at the same time. That's
Yeah, I was
fantastic.
gonna say, or fuck them.
Yeah.
One or the other. Yeah, or both, right?
Oh, I don't like this. When making a teacher robot, elderly companion security, it's like it's robot / elderly / companion / security guard / this is a lot. We would generally not give it functional genitalia. Why not?
Generally.
So I have to
But
pay more.
sometimes.
I have to pay more to get a pussy. Damn it.
But sometimes it's gonna have a
Did we go over
giant,
can go-
throbbing cock.
I wonder what Sam thinks of this one.
Well, Barbie called.
Oh yeah, I gotta go back to fucking I'm a Barbie girl. Yeah, no.
They're putting gender stereotypes on RoboCop security guards, and I will not have it.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Should we
know
talk
it was gonna
about
be-
death penalty yet?
for sex robots?
No,
Nope,
no,
they
for
haven't killed
stupid
anybody
people.
yet.
For stupid people. Stupid people change my mind on the death penalty all the time.
I mean,
No, just fucking kill them.
so like, if they put
Allegedly,
if they put a
Susan,
cock-
in a video game.
if they put a cock on the bouncer. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know where you are going.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a clue.
Oh my god.
There's a plumber I used to work with that wanted people to put their IQ tattooed on their forehead. So you could like walk up to them and be like, oh, like 110. Like, all right, I can have a conversation with this person. You're like, oh, 75. Yeah, your line's over there, buddy. Yeah. Don't talk to me. Just go. Just go.
You know, most of the time you'd be talking to like the 75 and unders going, hey bro, that way.
That way. No, just go around.
'Cause that's what you already do today.
Yeah. That's why he's so funny. Like he's just an old man. He's like he didn't pay any taxes. I love him for it. And he said to me, he goes, what are they gonna do? Throw me in jail? Give me 3 meals a day and a warm cot? I'm in.
Yeah, 3 hots in a cot.
I don't know if he goes, well, they're not gonna try to screw me. Look at me, I'm old. What do they want with that?
Well, Yeah, but now we're having, basically co-ed jail systems. So
What,
I
marriage?
mean,
Oh shit! Sorry.
I think let's look at that Tesla bot again. Look at that thigh gap.
I don't know. We're all raised in jail, so what do you expect? Like, yeah, school's jail.
That's kind of true.
No, it is.
Oh,
by definition.
I never had to sleep at school.
What if you don't go to school or your kid doesn't go to school? What happens?
Truancy, baby.
They raid your compound and shoot your dog.
Eventually, that's the outcome at the very end of it.
Yeah. I mean, worst case situation.
They always shoot your dog no matter what you do.
Yeah, the dog always.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I posted that video of the Border Patrol agent that ran over a dog, and Chicken's like, "I'm not even clicking that link."
Yeah, I was like, I know where this goes.
Yeah. I was like, "You ass motherfucker!"
All right, boys. You got anything else? What'd you learn tonight?
I didn't learn shit. I mean,
this is great
I'll be
journalism.
honest.
Put my name up. That's what I learned.
I learned that everything we thought about the media and Hollywood is completely fucking true. They're all awful, horrible, lying, vindictive pieces of shit. I learned that you shouldn't do stuff that's gonna like hurt you health wise. Don't be a fucking moron, but also don't be a douche. And yeah, and then of course, woke Barbie doesn't like the Tesla blackface bot.
I didn't know Barbie was woke, but anyway,
I didn't either. Well, I think that refers to, didn't they like change Barbie? Didn't they like change her appearance?
I don't know. I honestly never cared.
Look it up.
I learned that
Nobody bought Barbies anymore. They went to Bratz dolls, which were even a sluttier fake version of females already. Like, I don't know why everybody's so mad about Barbie. It's because Barbie was like the sophisticated woman, like body shape. And then they went to these Bratz dolls that were like emo, gothic, fucking weird bobblehead fucking cunts that would dress like sluts. And I'm like, I just got out of it. I'm glad I didn't have a girl. I learned that Brandon is a good shot to quiet the crickets. 9 total. FBI is probably regrouping right now in the van.
Yeah, another one coming in full force. I learned that pro-choice only matters if you are a woman. So
true.
Yeah, other than that,
oh, I heard a cricket. As soon as he said that.
Oh, all right.
My wife's been down here like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, why is there shit all over the floor?
Why kids are scattered everywhere? They didn't clean up.
Yeah, fucking bastards didn't clean up. All right, folks. We'll wrap it up. Be prepared to say fuck off. That's my message for everybody at home. Yes. If you're not able to tell whoever your employer is, whoever is over you in any way, shape, or form, if you're not prepared to tell them to fuck off and walk away right now, I suggest to get to work and
get a side hustle.
Yeah, get a fix for that. And to help me get a fix for that, make sure you get folks to like, share, subscribe, so we can I'd rather just sit here and make videos all day and talk shit on the internet and get paid doing that. That'd be fucking great. But can't do that until we get people to share and follow and all that good stuff. Congrats. We made it to 10 drink, fellas. 10 what?
10 crickets.
Throwing shit at crickets.
Oh, yes. Okay. And ivermectin is safe if your doctor prescribes it. Only if. Don't drink or tubes of horse medicine from. Yeah, don't do what Alex Jones did. That's a bad idea.
What the fuck?
You haven't seen that?
Oh, I didn't click on it. I was working. You guys have been bombarding me.
Oh, okay. Anyway, horse, ivermectin, Pfizer, pickle, weasel.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, you're such a dick.
Say goodnight to the folks.
Good night, folks.
You don't no long like outro, nothing.
Oh,
Brandon, where can people find you?
Oh shit! On Twitter, your politician sucks.
Dude, I do love your Twitter.
Yep,
you share some good stuff on there.
I try. Thank you.
Awesome, Tony.
So, what? What? I didn't even say anything yet. I'm not that goddamn
You
funny.
look like you were thinking just as hard as I was about it. I'm like, I don't know.
Like, do I really want to like say anything at this point, or?
I don't know. Yeah, we're all probably canceled after this.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
It's totally fun.
it's
That's why I didn't want to throw dads on it.
yeah. This episode is brought to you by Dads Worldwide. And,
Official sponsor of the Dog and Chicken Show. Oh, that's great.
like, share, subscribe, y'all. Yeah. Like Chicken said, he doesn't want to
You'll
work.
find me
anymore.
out there eventually.
Yeah.
Chicken doesn't want to work, so we want to get internet famous and get some of that internet money.
Nice. Just drop the link to the post show, folks. Be sure to jump over there and come talk some more shit with us, or just listen in and see what we have going on. Not a whole lot of you on live anymore, but that's actually like it's been weird because I've been seeing like comments from people, but my like count hasn't changed on who's online, so I don't actually know what our viewership was. It's said 3 the whole time, but like we're getting comments from all kinds of different fucking people off and on throughout the night, and I'm like, it's just never changed. So I don't know. If you're still watching, folks, join the post show. It's in your comment section on most platforms. And if not, Tony had it up on the screen. Outside of that, let me fucking find my goddamn outro video. As always, appreciate y'all. Become independent. Get the fuck out of whatever the fuck you're doing and be ready to say fuck off. Good luck to everybody. Appreciate you. As always, love you. Bye.
Unless you're doing,
see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.